Thomas Harter, professor at UC Davis, and the leader of the Groundwater program of the UC Cooperative Extension. I have had the pleasure of working directly with Thomas in his rubber boots in the cow manure on the dairies, and Thomas just has all the qualities that are needed to bring those groups together, and in the last year has made great strides in bringing the dairy community into the fray of addressing water quality issues at dairy sites. And so we're recognizing today Thomas and UC Cooperative Extension for the Kevin J. Neese Award. So I put them on an overhead phone, and there's more than this
Thank you very much, Jean. This is a huge honor, and I'm humbled to be up here. Of course, this program is actually a collaborative effort by many, many people in Cooperative Extension and outside of Cooperative Extension. I just wanted to mention some of the names that I've worked with on these groundwater-related, dairy-related issues over the past few years. Marcia Kimball-Matthews, Farm Advisor in Stanislaus County, Roland Meyer, soil fertility specialists, Stu Pettigrew, who's run a huge program with several cooperators looking at nutrient management. Harley Davis, formerly at the regional board, actually got me onto this dairy project since he was the one that constructed our first monitoring well network on dairies. All of the outreach to the farmers, to the dairy community wouldn't be possible without the strong work and the close connections that our farm advisors in Cooperative Extension have. And I want to specifically mention Carol Frey, Jim Sullins, who's actually here from Tulare County, Carol Holler in Kings County, Jerry Higginbotham in Fresno County, Alejandro Castillo in Merced County, Ken Anderson up in Humboldt County. And all of the work that we do in terms of research and trying to figure out what is actually going on in the groundwater wouldn't be possible without about a dozen or more cooperators, dairy cooperators that allow us to go on their land and work with them, and they really are sticking their neck out. They're participating in a speed test with the Highway Patrol watching and them not having a speedometer. There have been a huge number of people involved on our staff and students. We've had a big effort from the Committee of Consultants under the guidance of Andrew Jang, who is also here, with a number of the people that I also already mentioned. But one person I wanted to point out on the Committee of Consultants that does a lot of work in this arena and has been spearheading a lot of the efforts, and that's Deanne Meyer, who was here yesterday. And actually Deanne and several of the other people couldn't be here because they're all sitting in Fresno today learning about the new waste discharge requirements and getting ready to put together a fairly extensive teaching programs for the dairy industry to come online with the waste discharge requirements, which is going to be a huge effort in terms of nutrient management and waste management. I also wanted to acknowledge several of my collaborators. Jean is one of them, wonderful people at Lawrence Livermore to work with, Brad Esser, Mike Singleton, people at USGS that we work with, Brian Bergamonski and Carol Campbell, in my department, Peter Hernus, an organic geochemist. The people at the Regional Water Quality Control Board that we've worked with substantially over the last few years in developing the WDRs, and then the stakeholders on the dairy side that have been participating in these talks and have really tried hard to understand the groundwater situation and groundwater quality issues. Paul Martin from Western United Dairymen, Paul Sousa, Kevin Abernathy with California Dairy Campaign, and JP Catavilla with CARES are some of the main people there. And then last but not least, I want to acknowledge that all of this good work wouldn't be possible without funding from UC institutions and the state. We've had funding from Sustainable Agricultural Research and Education Program, which got us started. We had funding from the California Dairy Research Foundation. We now are in the middle of projects with CalFed Bay Delta Authority and the state board. We have funding from CARES. We're looking at antibiotics and other pharmaceuticals with funding from USDA, also pathogens, and finally, it's just starting a project looking at hormones in animal facilities with EPA STAR grant. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this, and I'm very honored.
Turn it around. Flat. There you go.